Good morning, dear students. Let's start here the last session of the chapter, the Asia, climate, natural vegetation, and wildlife. And today we are going to see about the different types of climate being experienced in Asia. So you can find here there are the 5 major climates which can be experienced in Asia. And what are they? First is the tundra type of climate. Second is the temperate type of climate. Third is the tropical type of climate. Fourth is the desert type, and the fifth one is the equatorial type. Now when you see the tundra type, the most northern part of Russia, the region beyond the Arctic Circle, they experience the tundra type of climate. Now here the winters are very severe, long and very severe winter, very extreme winter, temperatures are very extreme, and summers are actually very short, and even the summers are cool, they are not hot. Okay, and large part of the year usually this whole region is covered with the snow. So even in the few months of winter usually the snow melts, otherwise the larger part of the year the region is covered with the snow. Now usually here the form of precipitation which is being experienced here is the snow, means rainfall doesn't occur, only snowfall occurs here. Next is the temperate desert type of climate. Now temperate desert means the cool deserts. Now here the temperate deserts, example, in China there is one desert, Gobi Desert, and these deserts are very cold. So in Mongolia also there is a very vast cold desert is found. Then there is one temperate grasslands known as steppes or steppes. Some people pronounce it steppes, some pronounce it steppes. Well, so here these temperate grasslands where usually the grasses are the only main vegetation, but usually what happens, larger part of the area usually they are dry, so they are also the extension of desert. These are the parts of the temperate deserts are found in these areas. Now here the summers are hot, rainfall which occurs here very little, and the winters are cold and temperature just remains below 0 degrees centigrade, means winters are very long, 7 months of winter. Then the next is the tropical monsoon type of climate. When you talk about the tropical climate, usually it is a tropical monsoon type of climate, because India and the neighboring countries which are known as South Asia, as I explained you in the previous chapter, and another political division, that is the Southeast Asia, that includes the countries like Cambodia, Thailand, Myanmar, Laos, Vietnam, southern China and Philippines, all these countries. Now here you can find here the names of the country. So all these region they experience monsoon type of climate. So usually what happens here, the summers are hot, but what happens, the winters are cool, but the rainy season in summer actually it is characterized with the rainy season, means heavy rainfall occurs during the summer season. So usually this season is known as the rainy season. So this tropical monsoon type of climate is characterized by the very distinct rainy season. Well, then next is the desert type of climate. Now here this desert is the tropical desert, means the hot desert, and these deserts you can find in the whole Saudi Arabia, the whole Arabian, here usually is called Arabian desert, right? The whole Saudi Arabia, that usually that part of the land is known as the Arabian Peninsula. Then deserts are also found in India, that is Thar desert in Pakistan. Then in Iran also Iranian desert is there. So all these deserts they experience this type of climate. Now here the winters are cooler, but summers are very hot, and very little rainfall occurs. So rainfall is very less, and you can find during the day temperature becomes very hot. But what happens, as there is absence of vegetation and clouds and moisture, so during the night temperature just falls down, because the heat it just radiates back, just heat escapes the atmosphere in the space, so the temperature falls down during the night time. Now this is the important characteristic of this desert type of climate. And the fifth and the last one is the equatorial type of climate. Now this I told you, in Asia in between 10 degree north and 10 degree south, there lies the countries Malaysia and Indonesia islands. So Indonesian islands and Malaysian islands are there. Even Sri Lanka also experience the same type of climate, and some island groups of Philippines. Now here usually, as all of you know, equatorial type of climate is experience, that is rainfall almost throughout the year. So it is a hot and wet type of climate throughout the year. Temperature is hot, at the same time the rainfall also occurs throughout the year. This region don't experience winter. So these are the 5 types of climate which has been experienced in Asia. Now let's move to the natural vegetation. Now natural vegetation, first of all, the first climate region we have seen about the tundra climatic region. Now in the tundra region, the vegetation which are found are known as tundra vegetation. Now in this actually you will find the vegetation usually which are found here are the mosses and lichens are found, because they only grow during the short period of summer. And the important animals which are found here are the polar bear, polar dogs, seals, walrus, penguins and reindeer. Well, next is the taiga. Taiga usually is the region usually found in the central part of Siberia. Usually this region is also known as Siberian, because taiga region is characterized with the coniferous forest belt. So here is the largest forest belt found here in the world, because this is the whole Siberian from eastern coast of Russia up to the western coast of Europe. So there is a very big Siberian forest, coniferous forest belt is found, and it is also known as Siberia. Well, so here this region usually the important trees which are found here are the pine, fir, cedar, spruce. These are the all coniferous forest. Usually they are known for the soft wood, right? And the wood usually is used for making wood pulp, that is further used for making the paper, used in the paper industry, and also used in the making the artificial fiber known as rayon. Okay, well, timbers is also used in different purpose in the house building, construction and so many things. Important animals which are found here, especially here the animals are being hunted for their fur. Now all these animals like the tiger here, the snow tiger is found here, mink, silver fox, lynx and sable. These are animals usually they are being hunted for their fur. As you can find here the picture of these animals, mink and the sable is given here, and you can find they are having so thick fur, and that's why they are being hunted. There is a great demand of their skin, and that is used for the so many leather items is manufactured by their skin. Well, now the next one is the tropical deciduous forest. Now tropical deciduous forest usually is found in the monsoon region. Already we have seen the tropical monsoon type of climate in South Asia and the Southeast Asia, in which the India also include in it, also lies in this region. And here the important trees you can find here are found the teak, then sal, then there is a sandalwood, peepal, neem, bamboo. These are some important trees which are found usually, and this region receives very heavy rainfall during the rainy season. So that's why these trees usually are very dense. But what happened, because this region receives rainy season, means only receives the rainfall during summer, winters are usually dry, and this is why these trees actually they have developed in such a way. So what happened, during the dry season they shed their leaf. That's why they are, you can find here it is written tropical deciduous forest. So deciduous trees are the trees which usually shed their leaf. So this is the important characteristic of these trees which are found here in this region. Well, these all trees have a great demand, especially for their wood. The wood is very, very expensive, used for manufacturing so many different types of furniture, for the construction of houses and different construction which has been used. Even some of the wood like the sandalwood is used in some other purpose also. Well, next is the wildlife. Important animals which are found here are the elephants, tiger, lions, monkeys, leopards, rhinoceros, snakes. In this snake, king cobra is a very important snake which is found in India, all of you must be knowing. So these are some animals which are found here in this region. Then the next one is the thorny vegetation. Now, as the word thorny means, this vegetation is found in the desert region. Already we have seen the desert type of climate, and there are so many different types of desert is found. Two types of desert already we have seen. I explained you about the temperate type of desert and the tropical desert, that is the hot desert. So usually when you study about the desert can be classified into three types. Now there are the cold desert, there is a temperate desert, and there is a hot desert. So usually the hot deserts where the temperature is very very hot usually lies in the tropical region. Temperate deserts are found in the temperate region. Already we have seen the region of the steppes and the Mongolia and the Gobi desert. They are all example. Then again there is a cold desert, means the region which usually are covered with the snow, for like Antarctica usually the whole continent it is covered with the snow, right? And the all of the time. So usually Antarctica is known as the cold desert. Well, that is another thing. So usually in this Asia you have studied the two types of desert, that is the temperate desert and the hot desert. Now in both of the deserts the important vegetation which are found here, now they are the thorny vegetation. Thorny vegetation means the important vegetation or plant which is found here is cactus. Now when we only know about the cactus, but actually there are the thousands variety, more than thousands varieties of cactus usually are found in different parts of the world, different parts of the desert. Now these cactus usually are big, small and different sizes. They are having the different types of flower. Well, so cactus actually has large varieties, thousands varieties, more than the thousands varieties of cactus usually are found in all these deserts. And beside these cactus you will find one more important trees are the palm trees. Now palm also, there are different types of palm, many varieties of palms are found in the different parts of the desert. Now so these are the important vegetation which are found. Now here these vegetation, especially cactus and the palm trees, now they have developed in such a way that they can survive in this condition. Why? Because they are having a very first of all they are having a very long and wide root. The roots are very long, so that they can tap water from very deep inside the earth. At the same time, the cactus, you will find the leaves they have is modified into spine. Why? To reduce the rate of transpiration. So like this actually they conserve water. Well, they have a fleshy stem. Why? To conserve water. So all these things actually, these characteristics you can find in the vegetation which are found in desert. So why they survive these type of deserts, vegetations, why they are found here in desert region? Because they have modified themselves to just survive in this condition. Now let's move here. The last first another thing is the animals. Now animals which are found in the deserts, one animal all of you must be knowing, this is camel. Well, beside camel there are the different types of reptiles also are found, like lizards and different types of scorpion, and so many important types of these type of reptiles are also found. Well, in the temperate desert, not here in Asia but in South America, you will find there is some more type of animal like llama and alpacas are also found. Well, but these animals are not found in Asia, only camel are found here. Well, now the last vegetation is the equatorial evergreen forest. Now already we have seen about the equatorial forest. Now usually these regions they experience which type of climate? Hot and wet, means the whole year temperature is hot and rainfall also occurs almost throughout the year, right? Well, because of this condition, it is a condition usually are hot and wet, and that's why, and now already we have seen this type of climate is experienced in Malaysia, Indonesia and Philippines Islands. Now here these equatorial forest, they are characterized by the very dense growth. Now these equatorial forests usually are very dense, and even undergrowth, means their trees are very close to each other. There is a different layers of trees are found. The first layer is a very tall trees, another the medium height trees, and then the short height trees, and even on the ground also there are heavy undergrowth is found. So even there are so many different types of creepers and shrubs are also found there. So the whole region is very very dense. Now here usually you will find different types of trees, varieties of trees. Now usually all these trees, they don't shed leaf at the same time. Why they are evergreen? Usually they are called, if you see, they are called evergreen forest. Why? Because the whole year the leaves remain evergreen green. Now it doesn't mean that they don't shed their leaf. They shed their leaf, but they do not shed their leaf at the same time. Like in deciduous forest, what happened during the dry season, the plants, they shed all their leaves. But here they don't shed their leaves at all at the same time. So here what happens? That's why they remain evergreen. Now usually the vegetation which are found here, they have been characterized by, also you can say they are also called as epiphytes, right? Now why they are epiphytes? Now they are important, very different type of trees, right? They are very very, first of all, evergreen, and they just climb over some different trees, right? Well, because of all these characteristics, these vegetation are also known as, in the equatorial region, epiphytes. Now important trees which are found here, which are very very, have a great demand, like rose, ebony, mahogany, rubber tree, cinchona. Now all these trees usually are having a great demand. Like rosewood and ebony and mahogany, they usually are known for their wood. The wood is very very expensive, used for manufacturing the furniture and so many things, especially furniture. Rubber, all of you must be knowing, rubber is used for tapping the latex. That latex is used for making rubber. Then cinchona, the bark of cinchona is used for making the medicine of malaria. Now here usually these equatorial forests, they are so dense, and that's why, and usually they are the also known as the house of species. Means the larger number of species in the world, and the greater percentage usually are found in these forests. Why? Because if you find some of the example, let me tell you, in this equatorial forest usually are known for the varieties of birds. There are the large varieties of birds are found in these forests. There are so many large number of birds which are found in these forests, which are not found in any other part of the world. Now because these forests are so dense, actually in Asia it is these forests are found only on Malaysian and Indonesian and Philippines island. Otherwise you will find the most important equatorial region are found in Africa and in Amazon basin in South America. Now these forests are so dense that even the human actually can't enter in the deepest part of these forests, and that's why these animals and birds and reptiles, they just get this area, thus hideout areas where they can hide from the world, and that's why their number is being keeps on increasing. Well, now some important animals which are found here are the number, means varieties of monkeys. Sloth bear actually is the one very slow animal, right? You may have seen this type of animal in the Discovery Channel. Then the tree lizard, ape, elephants, tree frogs and snakes usually are found. And even beside all these things, numbers of varieties of birds and the reptiles are also found. Well, this chapter is over now, and the syllabus is also over. This is the last chapter, because after this the next chapter, that is India, right? Now this you will study in the next unit. So your syllabus is over now, and I have uploaded all the question and answer. You just, all of you, check the last session of every chapter, and you will get the question and answers, and you may write it in your copies, because the dates are given to you and submitted, and the copies will be checked. So all the best. So this is the last class. Now after this maybe 1 or 2 more videos if I will upload, that is only will be the revision. So only the revision will be now taken, but after a gap, when we will start the revision, so you will come to know. So all the best.